Imagine this. Life isn't a chaotic series of random events, but a meticulously designed network, where every thought, word, and action contributes to an intricate pattern of connections. What if nothing that happens to you, good, bad, or indifferent, is by accident? What if every moment is part of a universal law that operates with precision, giving back exactly what you put in? This is the essence of karma, a concept that has intrigued humanity for centuries. Karma isn't about punishment or reward, it's about balance. It's the idea that every cause generates an effect, and that you are both the creator and the recipient of these effects. What you send out into the world, your energy, your intentions, your actions, inevitably finds its way back to you. Let me ask you this. Have you ever wondered why certain patterns keep showing up in your life? Why some people seem to have everything fall into place, while others struggle endlessly? These questions are rooted in karma. But understanding karma isn't about mysticism or fate. It's about taking responsibility for your role in shaping the reality you experience. Think about this. What if you could go beyond simply reacting to what happens to you? What if you could learn to influence the forces of karma, not by trying to control the world, but by mastering yourself? This video will explore how the law of cause and effect, or karma, operates across mental, physical, and even spiritual planes. We'll draw from ancient texts like the Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna teaches that true freedom lies in acting without attachment to outcomes. We'll also touch on modern philosophies and scientific perspectives that align with this ancient wisdom. And here's the best part. Karma isn't set in stone. It's not some rigid destiny written in the stars. It's a dynamic system that evolves with your choices. Once you understand how it works, you can begin planting seeds today for the life you want to live tomorrow. So let me ask you again. Are you ready to take control of your destiny? Are you ready to explore what it means to be the architect of your reality? If the answer is yes, you're in the right place. Let's begin this journey by uncovering the profound truths behind the law of karma. Truths that can change your life forever. The universal law of causality. Let's begin with a fundamental idea. Nothing in this universe happens by chance. Every moment, every interaction, and every outcome is part of a larger system governed by the law of cause and effect. This law is not some abstract concept, it's a universal principle that operates in every aspect of our lives. Whether we realize it or not, everything we think, say, and do creates ripples in the fabric of existence. The law of cause and effect is elegantly simple, yet profoundly impactful. It states that every action generates a reaction, sometimes immediately, sometimes over time. Think about this. Have you ever dropped a stone into a calm pond and watched the ripples spread outward? The initial splash is the cause, and the ripples are the effects. But here's the interesting part. Those ripples don't just move outward. They also interact with the edges of the pond and other waves, eventually returning to the center. Karma operates in much the same way. It's not a system of rewards or punishments imposed by some external force. It's a natural, inevitable process that reflects the energy we put into the world. When you send out love, kindness, and generosity, that energy finds its way back to you, often amplified. On the other hand, when actions are driven by selfishness, anger, or negativity, those ripples return in kind. This principle isn't limited to spirituality. Even science echoes this universal truth. Consider Newton's third law of motion. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. This applies to physical phenomena, but on a deeper level, it also mirrors how the universe responds to our thoughts and actions. Philosophers like Immanuel Kant have explored similar ideas. In his groundwork of the metaphysics of morals, Kant suggests that every action carries within it a moral weight determined by the intention behind it. He argued that what truly matters is not just what we do, but why we do it. This aligns perfectly with the law of cause and effect, reminding us that our intentions shape the outcomes we experience. Let's simplify this with an everyday example. Imagine you're rolling a die. When it lands on a number, it might seem random, as though luck played a role. But in reality, many factors influence that outcome. The angle of your hand, the amount of force you used, even the surface it landed on. Similarly, life's events are not random. They're shaped by countless causes, some of which we can see, and others that are hidden beneath the surface. Understanding this law empowers you. It shifts your perspective from being a passive observer of life to becoming an active participant. When you start paying attention to the causes you're setting into motion, your thoughts, words, and actions, you begin to take control of the effects you experience. So here's a question to consider. If every choice you make creates ripples that eventually return to you, what kind of energy do you want to send out? What kind of ripples are you creating today? The mental plane as the genesis of causes. Have you ever stopped to consider where the events in your life truly begin? Is it in the actions you take, the circumstances you encounter, or perhaps something even deeper? The law of cause and effect teaches us that while physical actions are important, they are not the true origin of what unfolds in our lives. The real causes begin in the mind. Your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions are the seeds from which your reality grows. Think of your mind as a fertile garden. Every thought you have is a seed planted in that garden, and with time, care, or neglect, those seeds bloom into the circumstances you experience. Positive thoughts, seeds of gratitude, compassion, and determination, tend to yield beautiful outcomes. Negative thoughts, seeds of fear, anger, or doubt, can grow into obstacles and challenges. This concept isn't new. Ancient spiritual traditions have long emphasized the power of the mind as the origin of all creation. Hermetic teachings, as explored in Rebecca Bynum's The Kabbalion Decoded, describe the mind as the first field of causation. According to this perspective, everything that manifests on the physical plane is first shaped and formed on the mental plane. Let me illustrate this with a simple example. Imagine you're preparing to meet someone for an important conversation. Before the meeting, you're filled with doubt and anxiety, thinking, "This won't go well. They won't understand me." Those thoughts shape your emotions, your tone of voice, and even your body language. When the meeting doesn't go as planned, you might blame external factors. But in truth, the outcome was heavily influenced by the mental seeds you planted beforehand. Conversely, if you approach the same situation with confidence and clarity, envisioning a positive and productive interaction, your energy shifts. You carry yourself differently, speak with assurance, and create an environment conducive to a better outcome. This is the power of the mental plane. Modern psychology echoes these ancient truths. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, for example, is built on the idea that our thoughts shape our emotions and behaviors. If you change your thoughts, you change your reality. But here's where it gets even more profound. The mental plane doesn't just influence your personal experiences, it also interacts with the collective consciousness. Your thoughts, whether positive or negative, contribute to the overall energy of the world around you. This is why mindfulness and intentionality are so critical. So how can you harness the power of the mental plane to create the outcomes you desire? Start by observing your thoughts. Are they aligned with the reality you want to experience? If not, replace them with thoughts that reflect your goals and values. Visualize the life you want to create and cultivate emotions like gratitude, love, and determination. Remember, the mind is where every cause begins. The more intentional you are with your thoughts, the more control you have over the effects that unfold in your life. The question now is, what seeds are you planting in the garden of your mind today? Quantum perspectives on karma. Let's take a moment to step into the world of modern science, a realm that seems far removed from ancient spiritual principles, yet astonishingly, it aligns with them in profound ways. Have you ever heard of quantum mechanics? It's a branch of physics that has uncovered truths about the universe that challenge our understanding of reality. Among its many fascinating concepts, one stands out when we think about karma: quantum entanglement. Quantum entanglement shows us that particles can be connected in such a way that the actions of one instantly affect the other, even if they are separated by vast distances. This challenges the traditional linear idea of cause and effect. It suggests that connections in the universe transcend time and space, operating in ways that seem almost magical to us. Doesn't that sound a lot like how karma works? Think about this. What if the thoughts, emotions, and actions you send out into the world don't just ripple through your immediate surroundings, but also influence unseen, interconnected threads that bind us all? Quantum physics is now showing us that the universe is much more interconnected than we ever imagined, and this brings a new dimension to the idea of karma. In Paul Levy's book, The Quantum Revelation, he explores the idea that consciousness and reality are deeply intertwined. According to this perspective, the universe doesn't exist as a fixed, objective reality. Instead, it's shaped by the observer, by you. Your intentions, your awareness, and the energy you emit actively participate in creating the reality you experience. Let's put this in practical terms. Imagine you're thinking about someone with whom you've had a disagreement. If your thoughts are filled with resentment or anger, those mental ripples extend outward, shaping your perception of future interactions and even influencing the relationship itself. On the other hand, if you intentionally send out thoughts of understanding and compassion, the energy changes. The connection may begin to heal, even if no words are spoken. This aligns with both quantum mechanics and the principles of karma. What you send out, you receive. Here's a thought experiment for you. Picture the universe as a vast web where every thread connects to another. When you tug on one thread, through your thoughts or actions, it sends vibrations across the entire web, affecting places you may never see or know. This interconnectedness underscores why mindfulness and intentionality are so important. But here's where it gets even more intriguing. Quantum mechanics suggests that some effects might not have an observable, immediate cause, or at least not one we can perceive in the moment. Similarly, karma operates on multiple levels and timelines. The energy you put out today might return to you in subtle, unexpected ways, perhaps even years down the line. It's all part of a larger cosmic system of balance. So the next time you feel that your actions or intentions don't matter, remember this. Every thought, every choice, every small act of kindness or cruelty sends energy into a universe that is deeply, mysteriously connected. The power to shape your reality lies in understanding this interconnectedness and choosing what kind of energy you want to emit. What would you do differently if you truly believed your every thought and action rippled through the universe? Karma beyond the physical plane. When most people think of karma, they associate it with tangible physical actions, doing good deeds, avoiding harm, or making ethical choices. But what if I told you that karma doesn't stop there? It's not confined to the physical world. In fact, the most profound expressions of karma often operate on levels we cannot see, the mental, astral, and spiritual planes. Think of these planes as layers of existence. The physical plane is the most apparent, where actions and events are visible to all. But above this, the mental plane is where thoughts and intentions originate, shaping the seeds of future realities. Beyond that lies the astral plane, a realm of emotions and subtle energy, and further still, the spiritual plane, where the soul's evolution unfolds across lifetimes. Manly P. Hall, in his masterpiece, Man, the Grand Symbol of the Mysteries, describes karma as a cosmic balancing force that ensures harmony across these interconnected planes. According to Hall, the physical world is merely a reflection of deeper, invisible realities. For instance, the emotional turmoil you feel after an argument isn't just the result of words exchanged, it's the ripple effect of unresolved energy on the astral plane. Similarly, recurring life challenges often trace back to mental or spiritual imbalances that demand attention and healing. Let's break this down with an example. Imagine you hold on to resentment towards someone who wronged you. On the surface, nothing may appear to change, but on the astral plane, this unresolved emotion creates a vibrational imprint. Over time, this energy manifests as stress in your body, tension in your relationships, or even situations that force you to confront and release that resentment. The cause might seem invisible, but the effect is undeniable. Karma therefore operates across all these planes, weaving a web of interconnected causes and effects. What's remarkable is that you can influence this web at every level. By addressing the mental plane, you can reshape the energy of your thoughts, planting seeds of positivity and growth. On the astral plane, practices like meditation, forgiveness, and energy healing can clear blockages and realign your emotional state. And on the spiritual plane, actions that align with your soul's purpose can accelerate your evolution, breaking free from karmic cycles. This multidimensional understanding of karma is empowering. It shows that your current circumstances are not just the result of past actions, but also of unresolved energy and intentions across all planes. By becoming aware of these dynamics, you gain the ability to rewrite your story. Here's a practical takeaway. Begin by tuning into the mental and emotional planes. Observe your thoughts and emotions with curiosity. Are they aligned with the life you want to create? If not, make adjustments. Practice mindfulness, meditation, or journaling to release negativity and focus on intentions that uplift you. Remember, the shifts you make on these subtler planes will eventually ripple into the physical world. So the next time you face a challenge, ask yourself, is this situation trying to teach me something about my mental, emotional, or spiritual state? By understanding karma in its multidimensional nature, you can start influencing not just your external circumstances, but your inner reality as well. Understanding karmic cycles. Let's talk about patterns. Have you ever noticed how certain experiences or challenges seem to repeat in your life, no matter how much you try to avoid them? Maybe it's recurring difficulties in relationships, struggles with self-doubt, or even repeating moments of serendipity. These aren't random occurrences. They're part of what we call karmic cycles. Karmic cycles are like loops in time, where the universe presents us with similar situations repeatedly, each time offering a chance to learn, grow, and break free. These cycles arise from unresolved causes, thoughts, actions, or intentions from the past that continue to influence the present. They persist until we learn the lesson they're designed to teach. In the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, this concept is tied to samskaras, or mental impressions. These impressions act like grooves on a record, dictating how we respond to life's challenges. The more deeply entrenched the groove, the harder it is to escape the pattern. For example, if you habitually react to criticism with defensiveness, that response becomes a samskara. Over time, the universe may present situations that force you to confront this tendency, not as punishment, but as an opportunity for growth. The Quran reflects this idea beautifully in Surah Al-Baqarah 2:286. Allah does not burden a soul beyond that it can bear. This verse reminds us that the challenges we face are neither arbitrary nor beyond our capacity to overcome. They are perfectly calibrated to help us grow into the best versions of ourselves. Understanding karmic cycles begins with awareness. If you're stuck in a repetitive pattern, ask yourself, what is this teaching me? For example, recurring issues in relationships might be pointing you toward the need for self-love, better boundaries, or forgiveness. Recognizing the lesson is the first step toward breaking free. To dissolve these cycles, practices like mindfulness and meditation are invaluable. By becoming present in the moment, you can observe your habitual responses without judgment and choose differently. Forgiveness is another powerful tool. It frees you from the emotional charge of past events, allowing the cycle to end. Journaling can also help you track recurring themes in your life, revealing patterns you might otherwise overlook. Remember, karmic cycles aren't meant to trap you. They are opportunities to evolve. Each time you face a challenge with awareness and a willingness to grow, you move closer to breaking the cycle and stepping into a higher state of being. So the question is, are you ready to stop running from your patterns and start embracing them as stepping stones to transformation? The role of intention in karma. We often focus on the actions we take, but karma teaches us that intention is the true driving force behind the outcomes we experience. Have you ever done something good for someone but felt resentment or obligation in the process? Or perhaps you made a mistake but acted with the best intentions? These scenarios show that the energy behind an action is just as important, if not more so, than the action itself. In The Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes, intention is described as the creative power that shapes reality. Holmes emphasizes that every thought and emotion carries a vibrational quality which contributes to the outcomes we manifest. An act of kindness done with genuine compassion creates a different karmic imprint than the same act done out of guilt or selfish motives. The Quran underscores the importance of intention in Surah Al-Ikhlas, 112:4, and there is nothing like unto him. This verse reminds us of the purity and singularity of divine intention. Aligning our intentions with sincerity and higher values allows us to act in harmony with the divine law of balance. Consider this. Two people donate to charity. One does so to uplift others, while the other seeks public recognition. The outward action is the same, but the karmic effects will differ. The first donor attracts positive energy aligned with their selflessness, while the second reinforces ego-driven patterns that may lead to dissatisfaction. How can we align our intentions with the outcomes we desire? Start by reflecting on your why. Why are you making this decision? Why are you taking this action? If your intentions feel heavy, conflicted, or rooted in fear, pause and recalibrate. Meditation and journaling are excellent tools for clarifying your intentions and bringing them into alignment with your values. It's also important to remember that intention isn't about perfection, it's about authenticity. You don't have to get it right every time, but striving to act from a place of integrity and compassion creates a ripple effect that not only benefits others, but also aligns your life with positive karma. So the next time you act, ask yourself, is my intention pure? Am I aligning my inner motives with the reality I wish to create? By focusing on the energy behind your actions, you set the stage for outcomes that reflect the best version of yourself. Breaking free from the victim mindset. Many people feel trapped by their circumstances as though life is something that happens to them. Why does this keep happening to me? Is a question we've all asked at some point. But karma offers a powerful alternative perspective. You are not a victim of life, you are its creator. This is not about blame, it's about empowerment. The law of cause and effect shows us that our experiences are the result of causes we've set into motion, sometimes knowingly, sometimes unconsciously. While this might feel daunting at first, it's also incredibly liberating. If you created your current reality, you have the power to create a different one. The Quran in Surah Ar-Ra'd 13:11 beautifully states, "Indeed, Allah will not change the condition of a people until they change what is in themselves." This verse reminds us that transformation begins within. By changing our mindset, beliefs, and actions, we can shift the trajectory of our lives. Breaking free from the victim mindset starts with self-awareness. Are you blaming external factors, other people, circumstances, or even luck, for your struggles? While it's natural to feel this way, staying in that mindset gives away your power. Instead, try asking yourself, what role might I have played in creating this situation? What can I do to change it? This isn't about self-blame, it's about self-empowerment. For example, if you're stuck in an unfulfilling job, consider how your choices, perhaps staying in your comfort zone or fearing failure, might have contributed to your situation. Once you take ownership of your role, you can begin taking steps to change it. Practices like gratitude journaling can help shift your focus from what's wrong to what's within your control. Instead of dwelling on problems, reflect on the opportunities you have to create change. Mindfulness meditation is another tool that can help you observe your thoughts without judgment, giving you clarity and insight into patterns you might otherwise overlook. The key is to remember that you are not powerless. Every choice you make, every thought you think, and every action you take is an opportunity to create a new cause that will lead to a different effect. The question is, will you choose to remain a spectator, or will you step into the role of creator? Karma and time. Let's consider the relationship between karma and time, a concept that can be both fascinating and perplexing. Unlike the immediate cause and effect relationships we see in the physical world, Karma often operates on a much larger scale. Its effects may not manifest right away. Sometimes they span years, lifetimes, or even generations. This timeless nature of karma invites us to think beyond the constraints of our daily lives and into the broader journey of the soul. In Surah Al-Asr 103:1-3, the Quran says, "By time indeed mankind is in loss, except for those who have believed, done righteous deeds, and advised each other to truth and advised each other to patience." This verse reminds us that time is a framework through which we learn and evolve, with patience being a vital ingredient in navigating life's complexities. Karma operates in alignment with this principle, offering lessons not bound by immediate outcomes, but tailored for our growth. Consider a farmer planting seeds. The results of their labor aren't visible the next day. The seeds must first germinate, take root, and grow before yielding fruit. Karma functions in much the same way. The energy of your actions, thoughts, and intentions creates seeds that eventually grow into the experiences you encounter. Some seeds sprout quickly, while others take years, or even lifetimes to bear fruit. This timeless quality of karma also explains the concept of karmic debt. Imagine a person who misuses power in one lifetime. Their soul's journey might lead them to experience powerlessness in a future life, not as punishment, but as a lesson in empathy and balance. Similarly, acts of kindness and love generate positive energy that enriches the soul's journey, sometimes in ways we can't immediately perceive. What's remarkable about karma is that it respects free will. You're not locked into a predetermined fate. Every moment is an opportunity to plant new seeds, to shift your trajectory, and to create a brighter future. If certain patterns or challenges persist, it's not because the universe is against you. It's because those challenges hold lessons you haven't yet fully embraced. Reflect on your life. Are there situations that feel repetitive, as if they're trying to teach you something? Perhaps recurring conflicts, financial struggles, or opportunities for growth that you keep avoiding? These are karmic lessons waiting to be acknowledged. Patience is key in understanding karma in time. Just as you wouldn't expect a tree to bear fruit overnight, don't expect immediate results from your efforts to realign your karma. Trust the process, embrace the journey. With consistent intention and aligned actions, the seeds you plant today will grow into the future you desire. The question to ask yourself is, what seeds are you planting now that will shape the landscape of your life tomorrow and beyond? Karma as a teacher, not a punisher. One of the biggest misconceptions about karma is that it's a system of punishment or reward. This view creates fear, making people think of karma as a cosmic scorekeeper. But karma isn't out to punish or reward. It's here to teach. It's a divine system of balance designed to guide us toward harmony with ourselves, others, and the universe. The Quran highlights this perspective in Surah Al-Zalzala 99:7-8. So whoever does an atom's weight of good will see it, and whoever does an atom's weight of evil will see it. This verse reflects the essence of karma as a mirror, showing us the outcomes of our actions so we can learn and grow from them. Think of karma as a wise teacher in a classroom. Imagine you're given a test, but instead of grading you pass or fail, the teacher uses your answers to show you what you understand and where you need improvement. Karma works in a similar way. It reflects the energy of your actions back to you, not to punish, but to help you align more closely with universal truths. For example, let's say someone cheats in a relationship. The karmic lesson might not come as immediate consequences, but could manifest later as a loss of trust in future relationships. This isn't karma getting back at them. It's the natural outcome of misaligned energy. The lesson here is the importance of honesty and respect, and until it's learned, similar situations may arise. On the flip side, acts of compassion and selflessness create karmic imprints that bring growth and harmony. If you've ever helped someone in need and felt an inexplicable sense of joy or fulfillment, you've experienced karma teaching through positive reinforcement. These moments remind us of our interconnectedness and the beauty of acting in alignment with higher values. To embrace karma as a teacher, approach challenges with curiosity rather than resentment. Ask yourself, what is this situation trying to teach me? Whether it's patience, forgiveness, or humility, the lessons are always geared toward your growth. Instead of resisting life's challenges, lean into them with an open heart and mind. Ultimately, karma isn't here to judge you. It's here to liberate you. Every experience, good or bad, is an opportunity to learn, evolve, and align with your highest self. So the next time life presents a challenge, ask yourself, what lesson is the universe teaching me, and how can I grow from it? Mastering the law of cause and effect. Mastery of karma begins with understanding its mechanics and extends to intentionally creating the reality you desire. This isn't about controlling every outcome or avoiding challenges. It's about aligning your thoughts, actions, and intentions with the universal laws that govern existence. Franz Barden's initiation into Hermetics offers profound insights into this process. Barden teaches that the mind is the first motor of creation. Before anything manifests in the physical world, it begins as a thought or intention on the mental plane. By mastering your mind, you master the causes you set into motion, and in doing so, you shape the effects that follow. The Quran in Surah An-Najm 53:39-40 states, "And that there is not for man except that good for which he strives, and that his effort is going to be seen." This verse emphasizes personal accountability and the importance of deliberate effort in creating a meaningful life. Mastering karma requires discipline and mindfulness. Start by becoming aware of the energy you emit daily. Are your thoughts aligned with your goals? Are your actions in harmony with your values? Visualization is a powerful tool here. By picturing the outcomes you desire, you align your mental energy with the reality you want to create. Another essential practice is intentional action. Before taking any step, ask yourself, is this action planting seeds for the life I wish to live? If not, reconsider. Remember, mastery isn't about perfection. It's about consistency and self-awareness. Challenges will still arise, even for those who understand karma deeply. The difference is in how you respond. A master of karma views obstacles not as setbacks, but as opportunities for growth. They recognize that every effect, no matter how difficult, carries the potential for a higher purpose. So what does it mean to truly master karma? It means living intentionally, taking responsibility for your energy, and aligning your life with universal harmony. The question to ask yourself is, are you ready to step into the role of conscious creator and shape your reality with purpose? As we come full circle, the profound truth of karma becomes clear. It is not a force outside of us, but a reflection of the energy we create. Karma teaches us that we are both the cause and the effect, the sower and the reaper of our actions. The Quran beautifully encapsulates this in Surah Al-Infitar 82:5. A soul will then know what it has put forth and kept back. This verse reminds us that life is a mirror, reflecting the intentions, thoughts, and actions we contribute. The journey to understanding karma is the journey to understanding yourself. It invites you to step out of the role of victim and into the role of creator. By mastering your mind, aligning your intentions, and embracing life's lessons, you can transcend reactive living and become the conscious architect of your destiny. So ask yourself, what seeds are you planting today? Are they seeds of fear and doubt, or are they seeds of love, courage, and gratitude? The power is in your hands. The universe is listening, responding to your every thought, word, and action. The question is, are you ready to create the reality you truly desire? Thank you for joining me on this exploration of karma. May the seeds you plant today lead you to a life of harmony, growth, and fulfillment.